my credit score today. I thought everything was okay, but the lender broke the spell. That things didn't go so well. They had a different credit score than me. I guess I live in an alternate reality. Hello, this is J. Mike Perkins, and welcome to Music and Mortgage. And on this episode, you have more than one credit score. Like it or not, you have more than one credit score. And if you're looking at one, but the lender is looking at another one, well, that can be a problem. Let me give you 4 reasons why you have so many credit scores. Reason number 1, there are 3 different credit bureaus out there: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Each of them will give you a score. Their score is based on whatever information they have. Not all creditors report to all 3 bureaus, so these scores can easily be different. Reason number 2, there are actually 2 different companies out there that calculate credit scores, and each of them has their own formula. The first one is the FICO company. FICO invented credit scoring. It was started by these 2 guys right here, Bill Fair, who was a computer expert, and Earl Isaac, who was a mathematician and statistics expert. Together they formed the Fair-Isaac Company, or FICO, back in 1956. In the 1960s, they invented credit scoring, but it took a long time before the mortgage industry adopted it in 1989. FICO got a competitor in 2006, Vantage. Vantage is actually owned by the 3 credit bureaus themselves. Vantage is a FICO-like system. It's kind of like comparing Coke to Pepsi. I mean, similar, but Both FICO and Vantage work in the same general way. Both of them have the same credit scoring range from 300 to 850, and although they're similar, in most cases they will produce different results, and sometimes the differences are substantial. Reason number 3, and that is there are multiple versions of the credit scoring formulas for both FICO and Vantage. FICO has actually had 16 different versions of this credit scoring formula, and each of them presumably would produce a different result. Vantage has had 6 different versions of its credit scoring formula. So you don't know if the one you're looking at is the one that the lender is going to use. Reason number 4 is not all creditors use the same version of FICO and Vantage. If you go in to pull your own credit report off the internet, if you get a FICO score, it's most likely FICO 8, although I have started to see some FICO 10T. If you get a Vantage score, it's most likely Vantage 3.0, although 4.0 is coming. Now, depending on what kind of credit report you got, maybe you got no scores, maybe they gave you the scores for one of the 3 bureaus, or maybe they gave you the scores for all 3. One strange thing about credit scoring is a lender is free to use an older version of FICO if they want to, and the mortgage business does just that. The mortgage companies are going to pull all 3 of the bureaus, but the Experian score that they're going to use for you is calculated using FICO 2. That's a very old credit scoring model from 1989. FICO 4 is used for your TransUnion score, and FICO 5 is used for your Equifax score. The mortgage lender then will select whatever one is numerically in the middle and use that as your credit score. Now, in my experience, the mortgage credit scores, these FICO 2, 4, and 5, tend to be lower than the FICO 8 or the Vantage 3. Now, sometimes the difference is not very much, but sometimes the difference can be substantial, and this could be an issue if you're borderline qualifying for a mortgage. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please help my channel by hitting like and subscribe. And now more music. When you climb the mortgage mountain, 'cause you wanna buy a house with a fountain, then maybe you should give me a try. Just click the QR code and apply. Thank you very much.